Tonight on the Tom Kelly Show, we are at the comic strip line, waiting to get tickets to get in to get our audition dates for later this year. You're going to hear a lot of cranky comedians sitting out in the weather, waiting to get in for this, once a year opportunity to get into a great club. If you hear me being miserable or anybody else being miserable, it's important to point out that this is the only comedy club in New York City that gives any person who gets online a chance to get a ticket, to get a date, to audition at a real paying New York City club. This is the behind the scenes video blog. Let's start the show.
Tom Kelly Show. I want you all to look. Bring the Gabby Yankees hat. And Flacco, you know who's that.
Who wants the podcast today? I'm on a line with 8 comedians who sure as fuck don't. Today on the Tom Kelly Show, we're at the comic strip audition line. And you want to talk about desperation to get on stage in New York City. This is the who's who of who's not who in New York City entertainment. But it's great people like me. Yeah, wait, turn. Yeah. I might.
What the fuck? We're Long Islanders. Don't do us like that, bro. Come
no,
on,
but listen,
son.
but the truth is, it's a lot of funny guys and one woman. And we're all looking for our big break. And this is a New York City tradition. Who wants to explain the tradition? Who wants to explain it? Anybody know? No? Okay. Okay, you know what? Here we go. Of course, I knew you would want to talk first. Here we go. What are we online for? Explain it.
So what we're on or in line, depending on where you live, we're here to go in there and get a ticket, tear it in half, which is difficult, put half in a fishbowl, go sit down and wait for them to tell us what night they're going to listen to our shtick on stage.
Oh, I didn't realize it was like that. It's a lotto now? And we're online for lotto tickets? Okay, so let me tell you what it was back when I was a kid. So first, I'm trying to get booked and passed at the Comic Strip Live. Last year, literally hundreds of comedians got their audition here, and only 4 got passed. And but one of them I liked. One was really funny. I don't know who the other 3 were, so I don't know. But when I was a kid, I've been passed here twice. The problem is the guy who passed me died. So I'm now auditioning again to break in with the new management who never saw me perform, and that's fine, whatever. What's your name again with the pink hat?
Linda Marcus Smith.
Linda Marcus Smith said before, "Aren't you somebody?" I'm not, and that's why I'm auditioning. This lady, lots of hot single men here tonight, ma'am. Lots of hot single men here tonight. Loose single men here tonight. So the way it used to work was you would get online like 5 hours early. The line would go around the block, and then it was first come, first serve, and you got to pick a date on the calendar. So honestly, 10 years have passed. I've had a career in between, I swear. And and it's basically now we're online for a fucking lotto. I could have gotten here at 5. My parking spot expires at 4:30. I'm going to end up getting like a $30 ticket for this. So, but anyway, what I love about this is it's a chance to meet people I've never met before. We just met Linda Marcus Smith, who I've met at the famous Gladys's shows. Let's start with number 3 online. Kyle, who are you? Tell me about you.
Kyle Lewis. We're all comedians here. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I've been doing comedy for about 10 years.
Okay.
I run a show called Character Select Comedy. That's been going for 8 years. That's at the Stand right now, and I'm just trying to keep getting out there, you know?
No, I guess that's a real question. You're getting booked at the Stand, which is, we'll argue, we won't rank the comedy clubs here tonight, but it's a great club. Yeah. You have a show there blank many times a week. Why are you doing something new? Why are you here?
Well, in the event that they see this, I have a show at the Stand. I am not passed at the Stand.
Okay. No,
Well,
no, and listen, my listeners and viewers are basically people who don't live in New York over like 50. What is the difference between passed and having a show for them?
Well, having a show, you can produce a show. Almost anyone can produce a show if they want you to. You just give them an idea. You bring some comics. You make sure people come. And then then you put on a show. And you can do that as long as you're making money and people are coming. You can do it as many times as you want. Being passed is the comics that you see on the website, the comics that they ask to be available, and that they want you there on a weekly basis. Not that they don't want me. I'm just saying
but they don't know you yet or want you
yeah,
yet.
yeah, you're building that relationship, and that goes for any club. It goes for any club.
Listen, I want to be passed like a painful kidney stone, my friends. I am looking for one person who has kidney stones laugh. Thank you, Linda Marcus Smith. And yeah, it's just that. It's we're all trying to get something new. Now, before I introduce Hakeem, what's your name and what was the news you broke? First, what's your name? Tell me about you and...
Max Marcus. I'm just another comic online, and Gene Hackman died along with his wife and dog in their apartment.
Okay, and we are investigating that here at the line at the Comic Strip Live. We're all Google searching, but we are not going to lose our damn spots to get into that room. And then Hakeem said, once we said, what did you say again?
That they died.
That Gene Hackman died, and you said that's real white people shit. Real white people shit.
It says real white people shit. I said he's a real white actor because I don't know who he is. Well, none of us know who he is. The other black people like.
Okay, wait, hang on.
Wait,
back up for a second. This is the poll, and I'm putting the damn glasses on, even though it's raining. Wait, I'm not going to argue with you, but I want to just showcase this. Ready? Can you back up? Get the whole line for a minute. How many people on this line know who Gene Hackman is? Holy crap! All the white guys and women. You are absolutely right. You're absolutely
like, for real,
right.
dog.
Okay, wait, and then hang on, just for visual effect. Who does not know who Gene Hackman is? All the people of color. Awkward. Okay. Incredibly awkward.
February,
What's that?
It's still February. I know they're trying to get rid of all that right now, but it's still February. Like, come on, don't do this stuff.
What do we got? What month are we celebrating Gene Hackman, damn it? If only he could have died in March, we would have cared.
In a couple days.
We had a couple more days.
Yeah, a couple more days. That was real selfish.
But
Just kidding.
now, and again, talking about Black History Month, I do want to point out that all the black guys are in the front of the line, but they had to show up early. So I don't know if there's any humor in that. Okay, the line for comedians is getting longer. I don't know. I want to come back to this a little later when we're all suffering more. Like, this is like the beginning of the line. Like, it's like the plane just crashed and we haven't had to like split the rations yet. We haven't had to ration out the water. I almost want to see what we all look like at 5 o'clock when the line's so long and we think there's only 80 auditions. We'll hit pause for a minute and then we'll get back to this, Mike.
I think it's so funny that you said, I got passed by a guy who passed.
I'll tell the story about the guy who passed me later. He was a comedy legend, a guy who broke the careers of like Adam Sandler and especially Eddie Murphy. And every time you got passed, you had to listen to his story about how he knew Eddie Murphy before Eddie Murphy was big and that Eddie Murphy owed him so much, blah, 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 and that Eddie Murphy cut him off right when Eddie Murphy started making the big money. But it was so much comedy history you would get every time you met Richie and got passed, and then, you know, he kind of forgot about you, and then, you know, you had to audition again. When do we get our date on this, right?
Yeah.
So do you want a date that's soon or later? Like, what date would you pick if you could magically pick your audition time now?
I mean, I would say that it probably depends on like how you work, right? If you're a person that works with more, like works better with more time, like let's say you had a spot in like September, between now and September, would you use that time to get better? Or if you had a spot in like May and you are now, okay, I got a spot in May, I got this audition in May, do I work better under pressure?
I'll tell you what I like about this. Whatever date you get,
Yeah.
it gives you a deadline to work towards something.
Yeah.
Get in there.
So this guy couldn't answer because he sucks.
Okay. Talk to me though. Tell me.
I would pick tomorrow. I'm ready.
You're ready?
Yeah.
No, there you go. But that's the interesting thing.
I mean, I'm ready too. I mean, if it's tomorrow, it's tomorrow. But like, I'm saying, I'm not. Listen, some people are asking me like how the system is set up. I'm learning it a little bit better now. I'm learning it as I'm standing here. And one person was like, "Well, if I have more time, I guess I'll get better." I'm like, "Well, will you or will you not? I don't know."
Oh my God! Wait! This is a great question. Would either of you do your best 5 minutes now on the street?
No.
No.
Of course not. What an absurd question.
Yeah.
No. Absolutely not.
I mean, I wouldn't either. I don't think, because everybody knows my act. But I wonder. I bet you there's somebody on this line who would do their best 5 minutes now.
Let's turn the hat over.
Wait, hang on. Turn the hat over. Wait. Is there anybody on the line willing to do their best 5 minutes now on the street? No. Wait. You don't have to, but would there be anybody willing to do their best 5 minutes now? Okay, I'm wrong. I thought there'd be one crazy person willing to do their best 5 now. No. What's that? You think? What's that?
You gotta wait till the line's longer. You'll
Yeah.
find somebody.
I thought out of the first 20 there'd be one. And for me, I'm fucking ready. By the way, thank you guys for asking if I was good, if I was ready. I'm ready. I want to get it done. And then listen, either they're going to like me and pass me or they're not. But at this point, I want to take chances and get it over with. I don't know if I'm going to be emotionally. I don't know if I want like a spot like in November, which is a real possibility. Yeah. Because either I'll forget, I'm going to book a trip, something better will come up. I might have a date that night. I don't know. I don't know where the hell I'm going to be tonight. But I am so eager to break into a new club that I'm willing to make plans ahead of time and wait 2 hours online or in line, as Linda Marcus Smith just said, waiting for a lottery. The interview, you asked the question you just asked.
You think comics are less hungry than they used to be?
I would say that there's like a little bit of a divide. I think there are some comics that are wicked hungry. I mean, you can see already right here, we got like 14 people that are here 2 hours before the doors are opening. And but then there's like, I think, a subset that want to do this but realize how much work it is. And they're like, probably not for me. I'm not that hungry.
I'll ask you a real question. What's better for your careers? It was, both of you guys. And actually, what are your names? Because it's going to cut to totally new people real quick. You're with the purple hair. Who are you?
I'm Dan Wickes.
Dan Wickes, and you are? And you are?
I'm Antoine Nesserella.
Antoine. So, so the question is, what's better for your career? Standing in line to audition at a storied comedy club or waiting or doing a TikTok and hoping it cracks?
I would honestly, it's like, what's better? I mean, it depends on what you want to do. I mean, if you want to be a live performer, you got to be in front of live crowds. You got to know how to do that.
What do you think?
You get passed at the club, you set up a camera in the club, you do your set, now you get all the TikToks you want.
Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, okay.
But then I also do remember you from The View.
Okay. Oh, you're sweet. So actually, how do you feel if you've seen me have a job before? Okay. What do you think of me taking a chance to be auditioning here 5 years after my career fell apart?
Well, I wouldn't say it fell apart.
Okay.
But I think it's great.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, why not? Because if we're not taking the chance, if you never took the chance.
Right, but you get into that thing of like, I think I'm inspiring, to be honest with you right now. By the way, I'm inspiring in that. Listen, I did have something. I'm starting over. I'm impressing people who should have known who I was years ago. And I'm willing to put myself out there in a vulnerable spot. But then there's also the fear that someone I know will see me and go, oh, that, like the first thing that happened to me online, there was a woman in the front of the line who goes, oh, I thought you were a somebody. I guess you're not a somebody. And it's like, first of all, and that's just the language. The you're a somebody is language, not my mother, but my mother's generation would use. And I just felt like so damn deflated. Should I not feel that deflated?
I don't think you should.
Okay.
I think that's one person's opinion, but also in the industry that we're in, we're always having to prove ourselves.
Okay.
Right? So isn't every time an audition?
Yes, I agree with you on that. And then also, it's a business of individuals, and it's also a business of you got to be able to say, fuck what everybody else thinks.
Okay.
Now, along those lines, this is a business that I think is harder for women.
Right. Yeah.
Okay?
Sure.
And,
I agree.
and we were at the front of the line where we were doing a ethnic breakdown of the, you're the first woman on line, 30 people in.
I actually was just noticing that.
And am I a dick for coming up to you and I'm like,
No.
we have to interview the first woman.
I mean,
we have to interview. I'm not
to
a
be
dick
honest,
for that,
it
right?
makes me kind of happy.
Okay. Actually, well, I guess here's question number one. Why aren't there more women on the line right now?
I don't know. You know, the thing is that I produced a show for a long time, and most of the people that would reach out were men. And I always thought that was insane, because the thing is that women are always trying to, like, we're always proving ourselves, we're going out to mics, we're doing shows and all that, but we're not sending the email. So there's something I think we need to change about that, because a lot of the guys too, like some of them is just like, hey, I started doing comedy yesterday. Can you put me on your show? I'll give you a spot, because you have the balls to send me that email.
Great. Do you still have a show? Because I'd love to do it.
I wish I did. I do have a podcast though. So
I'd love to be on your podcast.
Yeah.
No. So what is it something about women that women don't take the chance?
I don't think we were told to.
Okay.
I think we were told that you do the work, and whatever spot you get, you're going to get. I'm also 40, so
Okay, because
Yeah,
you were
so-
22.
Thank you so much.
God bless the Irish skin.
A deal was made with the devil.
Yeah.
Somewhere along the line.
I would love to
What
make
have you
that
done
deal
for
myself.
Wickes, you know? But yeah, so I think that like the younger generations are starting to break that, but they're also creating their own stuff.
Okay.
So they're making their own.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Sekou Ali, Sekouali.
Okay. Sekou, you are an accomplished comedian. You're a former New York City police detective. Okay. Okay, what are you doing here? Yeah, tell me what you're doing here.
I am just trying to live the dream. That's all. Just trying to live the dream.
Well, you do, like, tell everybody about you. Oh, we're totally blocking the street. Sorry, guys, sorry. Oh, you didn't have to be mean about it. Why are you here?
I am here to just try to share my funny with the world. That's all.
Okay, what advice do you have? Well, you're older, you have a pension.
Yes,
Are you over 40 yet?
Oh, I didn't even retire yet.
Oh, you're still on the job.
I'm still on the job. I am wasting the taxpayers' dollars right now.
Okay, so you're a New York City police officer.
Yes, I am.
You're on the drug unit?
Yes, narcotics.
Narcotics, okay. Yeah, not the drug unit? Are you on the drugs? Are you taking care of the drugs?
Yes, I am 100% a narcotics detective.
And actually, I'm glad I'm talking to an old friend at this moment, Sekou. It's starting to rain. Do you have any second thoughts right now about getting back into the car and going
No,
home?
luckily, because I have my car parked right in front, so I'm inconvenienced right now.
Do you have a tag that I could put on my... If you are a comedian thinking about moving to New York and chasing a dream, we are all online for a chance to audition at the Comic Strip Live. This is the lottery, and this is the line. Here we go. Come on, quick. This is the line, show the line, here we go. Keep going, put on line. There we go. And there we go. This is the end of the line. This is the end of the line. And this is my advice. If you're someone with dreams, this is what it looks like. Give up on them and go learn a trade. In the building next door to the comic strip is an apartment building, and upstairs there is a dance studio for 8-year-old girls. 8-year-old girls are just piling in, and one of the moms says, I don't know why everybody here is online. And I just looked at the girls and I said, this is what happens when you have dreams, girls. So, and then and everybody just kind of looked at me like, wow, you're jaded and broken. And I'm okay with that. Cool thing about the Comic Strip Live audition line is it's kind of like a real camaraderie moment. It's a chance for people with dreams to get together and whine about how their dreams are not working out the way they want them to. So right now we did so the weather's turning, it's getting colder. There are about 60 people in the line, and this is what it's like having a dream. Sometimes you got to go backward, impress people all over again, so you can move forward. Oh, thank you. No, we have to honor the integrity of the line. We're in. There's heat.
Ticket. They're going to announce numbers back there. Just grab one and head back.
Grab a number. And head. Oh, geez. Wait.
Yeah,
Thank you. Good catch. Thank you. Are we going to sit in the same spot? Wait. How do we all break up into different groups?
Now you can go anywhere you want.
Where do you guys want to land?
As much as
I'm sitting right over here.
Yeah, come on. The front of the line should stick together. Let's stick it out. There is the historic Comic Strip Live stage. We all have little raffle tickets. They're going to pull the raffle tickets out. We're going to get our dates. And it's a room full of comedians, new, old, famous, non-famous, all looking for a little date to further their dreams. Have you ever seen Chicago, or is it a chorus line where the opening scene is the curtain rolls up halfway and all you see are the legs of the dancing girls, and you don't know that they're real actresses or whatnot? This is the stand-up comedian equivalent. In a room with probably more than 100 mostly talented people. I'm sorry, Tommy. I'm in a room with mostly 100 talented people dreaming of getting an audition here to get their spot on stage, and it looks like it's about to start now.
So we're gonna call out numbers. When you see your number on your ticket called, you come up, we're gonna give you a date to come back and perform. So it could be April 1st, it could be December. It depends on what ticket you have. So when you come up, we're just gonna ask you for your name, your phone number, we'll give you the date to come back. Be ready to write it down or put it in your phone or whatever. And you'll come back on a date that we give you. You'll do 5 minutes that night. It'll be mixed in within a regular show on a Tuesday night. So there'll be regular comics, then you'll be thrown in between here and there.
Sorry.
And if you can bring people, great. That always helps. And plus it makes you look better, even though we'll know you suck whether you do good in front of your friends or not. But
So here we go. This is my number 11. Oh no, I'm not 11 for 20. I'm 23. Damn it, I'm 23. All right, and hit record. Are we still recording?
Yeah, we're still recording.
All right, and so here's the happy ending of the show. I will be at Comic Strip Live April 22nd with my friend Sekou Ali, who is a much funnier comedian, so I fucked on the auditions, but I wanted to do it with a friend. I probably should have...
We're going to have a great time.
Whatever happens, and there you go. All right, so come see us. Message info on TomKellyShow.com for how to get tickets, and see you then. And then listen, for the end of the show, show love where love can be shown, whether it be coming to the Comic Strip Live on April 22nd, or liking an Instagram post, or telling people how great we are, or just being kind to each other. Until next time, good night, Upper East Side.
Peace.
And just a quick epilogue for any aspiring comedians following what happened on this thing. I could have shown up at 5 and gotten the same number, but I'm glad I waited in the line because it was a moment of camaraderie and I met some great people. So there you go. Epilogue over.